Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. You know, just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself, besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
See, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-uppiness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-uppiness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
What up, home? This is Dr. BOA, man. We back in the building. Let me check my mic, man. Make sure everything's sounding good up in the joint, because I can't hear me in my mic, man. I don't know what the business is. I know y'all can hear me though, man. So we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. I'm hearing some alerts in my ear or something, man. I don't know what the business is with that, but let's go ahead and get ready to do this thing, man. Y'all let me know if I'm coming in too hot, man. If I'm coming in too hot, man, y'all let me know. Let's give the people a few minutes to get up in the joint, man. I'm looking at the mic. Look like the level's okay, man. Flim, salute homie, famo. Prince, what up, man? Law, Big Ben, Chapo, I saw you in here, man. Sin, I see you in here, man. Insubordinate NYC, what's up? Train Smoke, I saw you in here, man. Jose Manuel, what's up, man? Jaleel, what's happening, man? Robot Gang, I see you, man. Big Mario, what's up, big? Baloki, what's up, man? Tyler, I see you. Dr. Savage, what's up, man? Fitz, what's up, man? David Fitzgerald in the building, man. Straight G Toro, what's up? B Underwood, what's up, homie? Cash Life, I see you. Tooney, what's up? Planet Lokeness, what up? The Upward Bound, I see you. Nathan Fitz, what up, man? MPI, what's good? Human Nuke, what up? That guy. Milad, I see you, man. Let's get the people a couple of minutes to get up in here, man. Train Smoke, what up? Sidetrack, appreciate $2 super chat here. Yeah, this is a nice surprise. Salute to you, man. Michael, what up, man? What up? Skull, what up? Sid, I see you. All right, let's get the people a few minutes to get up in the joint, man. Man, I've been going so hard today, man. I had to take a nap for the show, man. I don't know what other guys do, man, but I had to take a nap for the show this time, man. Man, I found these t-shirts, man. I found some more shirts, man. I got the Flash shirt on, but they only had them in a 2X, man. So that's why my shirts look all big on me, man. They only had them in a 2X, and I had to get them, man. I was at a place, I was at a store I might not get back to anytime soon, man. So when I saw him, I grabbed him. So this one, the Nightmare on Elm Street, the they actually had the Naruto shirt. They had that in my size, man. But these other two, man, I had to get them a little bit big. I'm hoping they'll shrink down. Matter of fact, I know I'm gonna shrink them down in the wash. All right, man. So let's get this. So somebody sent me a video, man, on IG, bro, with this chick, man. And honestly, I was just gonna do a video on it, but there was so many points for me to dissect in it that I ended up with 13 points to dissect in this video, man. So I said, you know what? Instead of doing a video on this, man, let me get it home as a live stream on this one, man, so we can go ahead and touch down on it the way it need to, man. And of course, man, I was made a pit stop by Bama Fever this weekend, man, while I was in Bama, man, and grabbed some new Bama hats, man, Bama hats, sweatshirts, all that good stuff. So when I listened to this video, man, there was so many things this chick said, man. Like it was just a whole bunch of nonsensical, illogical, I mean, totally opposing points about the same topics, man. It was just a weird video, man, a weird rant, man. And then it was from a chick, man, who, you know, doesn't have the type of look where she can get whatever man she wants or anything like that, man. But her point was this, bro, that black men don't provide and protect black women anymore. Her point was that black women are independent, not by choice, because black men dropping the ball on being protectors and providers forced black women to be independent. Not taking into account the 50% divorce rate and 70% of those divorces are filed by women, and also that with college educated women, the number goes even higher, around 90%. Not taking that into consideration. Not taking into consideration the many men who are losing their backs in divorce. Not taking consideration of the many men who are being strapped to, exorbitant child support payments because every time they make more money, the woman wants more money. Not taking any of those things into consideration. Not taking any of these things into consideration where, a woman makes a song called, you don't think you're irreplaceable, or she makes a song "Who Run the World's Girls," or she makes a song not considering the fact that one of the most popular rappers right now, Megan Thee Stallion, is a rapper who preaches that you be with any man you want to be with, and then just get the bag. Not to mention that they're all going to OnlyFans. Not to mention that they're all on IG. Even the legitimate business women are on IG, showing their butts, showing their camel toes, showing their showing nip slip pics, and all of these things. Not consider any of that. And also, not taking into consideration the fact that giving your body to multiple men throughout your life lowers your value. So yes, after a while, a short while, you're only going to be considered someone to have sex with. And not even in the daytime. Someone to creep with at night. So what we're going to do, man, we're going to take a listen to this video of hers, man. And then we're going to come back and we're going to blast off on it, man, because the truth is this. Yes, men are to be protectors and providers, but only to their wives. If a woman is sleeping around with multiple men, she doesn't have a protector or provider, unless she wants to be a sugar baby, or she wants to just have those types of relationship with men. You don't get to expect to be treated like a wife while you're sleeping around like a harlot. That's just not how that goes. We're not going to play that game. No one's going to treat you like a wife. Why am I going to treat you like a wife when the only time I see you is for sex? If you want to establish that type of relationship, then put it on the table and say that you want to establish that type of relationship and you want to be able to get paid when I get laid. Then we can have that type of understanding. But that's not what she's saying. So another thing, she claims to be independent, but have a switch that she could turn on and be submissive. I mean, she could turn the switch on and just be submissive, but she's independent. She's a feminist even, because just turn the switch on. She's a submissive feminist, which means that either the submission is an act or the feminism is an act, or both are acts. And she starts off the video by saying, I can carry myself, but when I'm with a man, I'm going to dole out the responsibility of him to him of being my protector and provider. But I can do it by myself. I'm a business owner. See, this is what women don't understand. If you decide that you want to own a business and then you come into a man allows you into his life, then no, he shouldn't take care of you. You decided to go out there and start your own business. What you gonna do with your money? I'm gonna protect and provide while you do what? You're not gonna be submissive. No woman who owns her own business is gonna be submissive. She's a boss. The boss mindset prevents you from being submissive. That's anyone. Once you establish yourself as a boss in this world, then the whole submissive thing goes out of the window. No one who's in a boss's position is submissive. You can't be. You may see a guy who's a boss in a boss position, and you may see his old lady, man, saying all type of not just going crazy, talking crazy to him, but doing whatever she want to do. And you look at that guy, say, man, that guy, blah blah, man, that guy don't care. He's filthy rich. A filthy rich guy don't care nothing about what this woman does, man. Because there are ways to, where he could fix whatever she does in a nice way, in a not so nice way. I'm talking about the situations where a guy makes less money than his woman, but he's still strapped with all of the bills because he's supposed to be a quote unquote protector and provider to a woman who probably can't even cook, a woman who don't even clean. You got guys out here, man, that are protectors and providers. Then they still got to hire a maid service. They still got to hire a chef. They still got to hire a nanny. They got to hire all the things to handle the responsibility their woman should be handling. Okay, that's fine, because your woman got a business. She going out, she bringing that money in, right? No, she want to keep her money to herself too. Makes no sense. So we get 7 more people in here, man. We're going to listen to her video, man, when we get we'll listen to her video at 15 minutes, man. We at 13:39. We'll listen to her video, man. Now, and I want you to listen how she starts it. She claims to be feminine while blasting off in a profanity-laden, unladylike rant about being weak men's worst nightmare. The first line she says is, you weak men out there, I am your worst nightmare. That's the first thing she says. The first thing that comes out of her mouth is, you weak men out there, I'm your worst nightmare. Let's keep it a buck, man. What woman that a man would want even says that, puts that energy out into the world? I'm this group of men's worst nightmare. No, you're our worst nightmare. Not the weak men, the strong alpha kings. You're our worst nightmare. See you coming, we running. Man, bro, she says all kind of things in here. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about them, man, after the video, because they're so crazy. I could break them all down right now before we watch the video, man. That's how crazy what she's saying is. But we won't get into that, man. We're gonna keep on doing what we're doing, man. We're gonna get ready to ride on out with this video, man. Brian Tisdale, man, appreciate the $5 super chat. Those roles are obsolete, man. They're absolutely obsolete. Absolutely obsolete, man. Man, let me tell you something. If you want those roles to be filled, man, in a way where, and this is the thing, I do believe that if you're a man and you're in a position where you have a woman, then you are supposed to be a protector and provider. But with being a protector and a provider comes boss's privileges. If I protect and provide, I'm the boss. We're not equals. We're not on 50-50 relationship if I protect you and provide for you. I'm the boss. This is not a democracy. It's a monarchy. I'm the king. And if I pay the cost to be the boss, then you're not my queen. I'm the king. And you're my woman. That's just how it goes. But not on no royal level where suddenly, yeah, I tell you what, you're the king, you're the queen just by association with the king, just because you're in a relationship with the king, that automatically makes you the king. The queen is the wife of the king. But we're talking about the queen that's the wife of the king, not the Queen of England, who's just the queen. Let's listen to her video, man, and let's just take a listen, man.
Let's be clear. Weak ass men, I am your worst fucking nightmare, okay? I am a disciplined woman who owns her own business, who can carry herself. But if I'm with a man, that's his sole responsibility. I'm gonna let a man be a man. I'm feminine, so that means when I'm with a man, I'm gonna tap into my feminine energy, and I'm gonna allow the man to tap into.
See how she just said she could just turn it on, man?
What his masculine energy is supposed to do. His sole responsibility in life is to provide and protect. This is so fucked up that we as a black culture have become so accustomed. We have watched our mothers and our grandmothers struggle and be the strong black woman and not be loved properly and treated properly by the black man. And I'm sick of this shit, okay? The job of the black man treats us worse than any other races would never allow this shit. Let's be clear. No other race. Only our race thinks, oh, the independent, the strong black woman, she got to be Miss Independent. She got to do everything on her own. Yes, she is. She has become conditioned to do everything on her own because she cannot be secured by a black man. And security. It is women out here that probably when it snowed the other day and their cars and shit was snowed in, that they was fucking at some point this month or in the last week and wasn't even secure enough to call the man that they had just been fucking in the last 30 days to come shovel their motherfucking snow out or to call them for a helping hand. It's the first of the month. They probably short on their fucking rent, and a lot of women are not even secure enough mentally by the man that they're sleeping with to call them and ask them for a little bit of help. Why? Because when she asks you for help, you want to lash her and shit and make her feel bad like she's needing something. Yes, she does need something. She needs the black man to fucking secure her. And if you sleeping with her, let's be clear, it's not about selling pussy, it's about security. The man's responsibility is to provide and protect. We have normalized black women being so independent that black men have forgot that that's their job. That's why we have broken women who are broken, being used and abused by men, who are being slept on, who are being left as single mothers, who are in their 30s and 40s and haven't been married and probably will never come close to having a real man to secure them and love them properly. And this is why these videos of these, and women need to pay attention to the men who say in these comments if they laughing at it or what they're responding to, because these are the kind of men that you need to stay away from. If you gonna come for me, come correct or don't come the fuck at all. And I'll tell you something, for the guy who Charles whoever is, clearly he from the neighborhood because he called me Tootie. This is a message for him. Yes, I was married, and I didn't have a failed marriage. I actually had a successful marriage to me because I left it, and once I left that marriage, I actually learned to love my fucking self.
Now, y'all heard all of this foolishness, man, that this chick was talking, man. You know what I'm saying? There are so many glaring issues with what she's saying, man. And she actually sitting there, man, like she actually thinks she's giving up some real game, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like she believes that she's giving up some real game. But let's break down a couple of things. The one glaring thing is that she's gonna let a masculine man tap into his masculine energy while she taps into her feminine energy. This is the thing. You're either feminine or you're not. You're either masculine or you're not. We don't tap into our masculine energy. We're masculine every damn day. We don't suddenly say, oh, this is a situation where I need to be masculine. That's a situation where I don't need to be masculine. That's a situation that requires a little bit of masculinity. That's a situation that requires all of my masculinity. We don't turn on our masculinity. We wake up masculine and we go to sleep masculine. The fact that she's saying she can tap into her feminine energy means that part-time she wants to be masculine. She believes that part-time she doesn't have to be feminine. She believes that a man has to earn her femininity. Otherwise, she's going to be the masculine version of herself like she is right here. This is a woman who is speaking from a masculine perspective as a woman. Everything about her delivery is masculine. Everything about her vernacular is masculine. Everything about her energy is masculine. And she is really, really saying the things that she believes and the things that she talks about with other women and hears other women talking about. She's not the only woman who feels this way. The majority of them feel this way. The majority of them feel this way. So she gonna let a masculine man, first of all, as a woman, you ain't gonna let a masculine man do nothing but walk away from you and never talk to you again. It ain't no letting me do nothing. A woman can't let me be a man. A woman can't let me be the man. I'm the man when I walk in the door. I don't need your permission to be the man. Who are you? What power do you have to allow me to be the man or not be the man? What are you gonna do? We gonna draw straws? We gonna flip a coin? Who gonna be the man today? It irks me when I hear that being said. Well, I want even men be saying, I want a woman who gonna let me be the man. She ain't gotta let me be nothing. I'm gonna be the man. If she don't like it, she can get ghost. Don't let me be the man. You don't let me be nothing. This my world. This my life. This my kingdom. It's already being built. It's already been built. It's just being enhanced and growing. You think you're gonna come into the kingdom and decide when I'm gonna be the king? They gonna come into my world and decide when I'm gonna be the dawn of my world. I'm the dawn of my world before you got here. I'm gonna be the dawn of the world while you here. And you can best believe I'm gonna be the dawn of the world when you're gone. Man, I just want a woman who gonna let me be the man. If a woman gotta let you be the man, she ain't the woman for you. Women don't have no understanding, bruh. They don't have no understanding. They have whole bunch of foolishness and feelings, man. Foolishness, feelings, and a foul mouth are gonna lead to the same result that they've been getting forever. And listen, bro, and this video got when I saw it, man, they had about 28,000 views, man. So that's 28,000 people, and they're all in the comments, man, talking about, well, men gonna be mad about this. We're not gonna be mad about nothing, because we don't care what a broad like this got to say. Let me tell you something, man. Anytime a woman say my marriage didn't fail, my marriage was successful because I left it. How inconsiderate is that foolishness? You left the man and your marriage was successful. Let me tell you something, brothers. Most of these women just want to win in a relationship. They look at a relationship as a competition. That's why I'm telling you, they look at it as a competition. She left the man before the man left her, and so she feels like it was successful. Her marriage was successful because she left it. Because she left it and learned to love herself when she left it. Wait a minute, brother. Y'all didn't hear me. Let's listen to that again. She says her marriage was not a failure. It was successful. Why? Because she left it. It don't even matter what she said after that. Her marriage was successful because she left it. Bro, I want y'all, we're not going to even skip past that. Her marriage was successful because I left it. My business was successful because I closed it. My diet and workout regimen was successful because I stopped going to the gym and I stopped eating clean. My educational process was successful because I stopped going to school and I dropped out. My boxing match was successful because at the beginning of the 10th round, I sat on the stool and wouldn't come out. Nothing that you quit is successful. Nothing is successful because you quit it. Quitting is automatic failure. Quitting is automatic failure. Let's say this again, brothers. Quitting is automatic failure. There is no success for a quitter. And she sat here and admitted that she quit her marriage, but it was successful. See, this is why we don't take into consideration what women say. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I do care about the energy that these older women are perpetuating to the younger women, man. I do care about that. There's a generation of women that are lost, but I don't want those women to let that foolishness that they think and spew trickle down to the next generation. I do care about the young girls who are coming up, man, not trending in that same direction, man, because it's got to stop somewhere. So y'all can unsubscribe and do whatever you are. Bill, wait, care about the women. I care about all women. I just don't take no foolishness from them, and I just don't consider them when they don't deserve to be considered. But the younger women who are being influenced by women like this, yes, I care about them just like I care about the younger men who are being influenced by this simping and chasing these women and doing all that, man. And this one right here, man, she is toxic to the development of those young women. And then she turns around and said, "No, I'm not talking about selling sex." That's exactly what you're talking about. For you to have to say it's not about selling sex, why would you say that? Because you know damn well what you're doing is trying to, say sell sex in a nice way. You literally said if you're sleeping with the woman, you should provide for her. What does that mean? If you're sleeping with a woman, you should provide for her. Notice she didn't say protect her. She used provide and protect together in the beginning. But when she's talking about what you need to do for a woman that you're sleeping with, you just need to provide for her. Not protect her, provide for her. Whose fault is it that a woman has put herself in a situation where the men in her life only view her as a sex object? Who decided that, okay, I'll accept that type of interaction with men? Who decided that, okay, I'll spend my life giving my body away to any man who wants it, any man who shows me a little bit of attention, I'll let him come on inside. I'll let him get my mind and my money and my honey. Come on. You can't blame men for your choice to be independent. You think being independent is good. See, let me tell you what they want, brothers. They want to be independent, but still be provided and protected. Well, guess what? I ain't providing nothing for no independent woman. And no man in his right mind who has any means to provide for a woman is going to be, is going to do that. And here we go. Somebody's going to say, well, she got her own business. She this, she blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But I bet if we play big bank, take little bank, I bet she ain't going to win. I'm talking about what we do. I ain't talking about no, hey, I make this. I'm talking about do a debt to income ratio and see who in the black and who in the red and how far you are in the black. So that's eliminated. The majority of us are in the black. The majority of them are in the red. That's just the reality of it. I got a couple super chats in here, man. Let me catch them before they get away from me. Brandon Underwood, man, I see you, bro. Appreciate you joining the family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Sidetrack, I think I got you earlier, man, but appreciate the super chat, man. O-Class, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Retro Rob, welcome to the Green Label Gang, man. Salute to you. Dangerous Minds, welcome to the Green Label Gang, bro. Salute. Dwayne Johnson, appreciate the $2 super chat, man. The RP Awakened Mindset. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Song is fire. Love it. Women love men saying, I don't need no man later. Not saying we as men don't step up to our role. How crazy are these women? Man, I'm telling you, it's totally hypocritical rhetoric, man. That's all it is. Walter Robinson, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Shy, appreciate the $10 super chat. Tuition, salute to you, bro. BT, appreciate the $5 super chat. Alphas, remember that love equals zero in the game of tennis and love equals nothing with the modern woman. Real talk. Keep your love to your God, man. Sky Weeze, appreciate the $20 super chat, man. Weeze in the building. Tribe of Judah, Israel, salute, bro. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Shalom, Alpha brothers. What some black women don't understand is as Alpha Kings, you're either going to fall in line or get behind because they will be looking at our backs. We walking away. Quickly. Legs don't never stop churning, man. You know what I'm saying? Legs never stop churning. We like Emmitt Smith in his heyday, man. Get low, legs never stop turning. B. Ross, appreciate the $5 super chat. B. Dubs are full of contradiction these days. I'm talking about full of contradiction, man. Full of it. So, when you think about these things, man, when you think about the choice to be independent, I don't need no man. Well, if you don't need no man, you don't get to pick and choose when you what a man does for you. See, the problem that they're not realizing and accepting is that when you decide you want to be independent, men like us, we don't want no independent woman. We don't want no woman who focuses on her own stuff, who has her own agenda, who can buy into our process of progress, who can understand that this kingdom is bigger than her quote unquote queendom and always going to be better, always going to be more sufficient, always going to be more stable, always going to be more blessed. So when you decide you want to be independent, yes, you end up with those type of men who will deal with a woman like you who can't contribute to their lives. I'm not dealing with a woman who can't contribute to my life. And I'm talking about, and not just financially, with her efforts and energy. I'd rather for a woman to contribute 8 to 10 hours a day to my business, to my process, than to go somewhere and work and make any amount of money. It don't matter if she go make $1 million. That I don't want that. So another thing, a man's sole masculine responsibility is to provide and protect. A man's sole masculine responsibility is to provide and protect. No, a man's sole masculine responsibility is to honor, respect, and obey the Most High. That's our masculine responsibility. Our sole masculinity, sole purpose on earth is to honor and respect the Most High and live our life according to what His mission for us is on this planet. Being a provider and a protector is only for a man who has found a woman who is worthy of being a wife. And this woman left her husband. Who is she to talk about provide and protect when she was in a situation where she was provided and protected, or she was provided for and protected, and she left? She walked away. Come on, bro. How does that make sense? How do you, of all people, get to complain about provision and protection when you were in a situation being provided and protected for, and now you bragging and saying it was successful because you left it? The rhetoric that these women spew comes from a place of hurt, comes from a place of dissatisfaction with self, comes from a place of lack of self-worth and self-value, and it comes from a place of loneliness. Loneliness. Because listen now, she didn't say the man. She didn't say the man that a woman sleeps with. She says the men that a woman sleeps with. Okay, if you having children and you sleeping with multiple men, you're probably gonna be a single mother. Because men will lay with you and play with you, but they ain't gonna stay with you. And the one who finally does, you're gonna be in a show enough 50-50 relationship, and probably a 70-30 relationship where you got to pay the majority of the bills. Because he ain't got it like that. See, life is about choices. You can't make illogical choices in your life and then expect the same result that you would have gotten if you made logical choices. You can't circumvent the effects of your illogical decisions. The results are going to come. Now, see, the thing is, this is the opposite of the type of women that'll go on Kevin's show. This is the type of woman who still believes, even though her attraction level is waning, even though the mindset that she stood so strong on is leaving her now, even though the rhetoric that she spews is based on nothing but pure illogic, she is still believing that she has the type of value that will give her the right, the ability, the gumption to speak on these things. To speak on these things. Now, since we're going to talk about what a man's masculine responsibility is, What a woman's feminine responsibility is to keep her damn legs closed until she has a husband. Instead of sleeping around with all these multiple men, then complaining about why you ain't getting no money from them, why you still struggling with your bills, why you can't pay your rent at the first of the month. Keep your legs closed until you have a husband. That's your feminine responsibility. That's your first feminine responsibility. Keep your legs closed until you have a husband. When a man meets you and decides that he wants to make you his wife, he should be able to do that because you haven't been with another man yet. Otherwise, you're not worthy of provision or protection. Once you start giving it away to men randomly, then that's all you're worth, is giving it away to men randomly. This is just a fact. This can't be debated. This can't be disputed. Yes, I'll admit, if I take a wife, it's my responsibility to protect and provide for her. But it's her responsibility to be an untouched woman, to be a woman who fits me like a glove because I'm the only one who ever had that love. That's a fact right there. That's the truth. We can embrace our masculine responsibility. If I have a wife, it is my job to protect and provide. Any man who says, I don't want to be in a 50-50 relationship, and where I live, you need two incomes. Well, get another job, create another income. If you need two incomes, go get your two. How come your two incomes got to be attached to a woman coming? That's simp talk. See, we're getting to the point now as men, especially us alpha kings, we're getting to the point where if a woman isn't on a certain level, we don't even want to have that intimate relationship. We don't even want to have that intimate relationship with her. We don't even want her energy in our lives. Look at the number, man, 6, 7, 8. We're a bunch of 6, 7, 8 men in here. You understand? We're a bunch of 6, 7, 8 men. And the 6, 7, 8 man is a different type of man with a different level of man. The 6, 7, 8 man is the highest quality man that a woman can get. That's the highest quality man a woman can get, the 6, 7, 8 man. Another thing is this. Thinking that being independent makes you strong, as opposed to simply being a woman who can't get or keep a man. When you're independent, any woman who has an independent mindset cannot get or keep a man. Now, she can get or keep a sex partner, but she can't get or keep a man. And yes, we have gotten used to these women being independent because that's what they decided to do. We have no choice but to adopt that outlook and make that adaptation that those women are independent. Yes, we've gotten used to you being independent because you keep crying about how independent you are. I don't need no man. I don't want to get married. I don't need no relationship. I got my own stuff. I don't want to live with nobody. I don't want nobody to live with me. You did that. Of course, we've gotten so used to you being independent because you forced it upon us for so long that we finally just accepted it. Now, this is the problem, man. Now that we accept your independence, it ain't the same no more. Because as long as you were crying independent and men were still trying to treat you like you weren't independent, men were still trying to treat you like you were a good catch, men were still trying to treat you like they could make a relationship work with an independent-minded woman, you were okay. But now, your chickens have come home to roost. Your chickens have come home to roost. Now you're really independent. You're really independent. You can't depend on us anymore. And you complain about it? I don't get it. You wanted to be independent. Now that we've allowed you to be independent, well, wait a minute. The men are forgetting how to provide and protect. That's your sole purpose. Yes, that's our sole purpose for a woman who wants that, who wants to embrace her responsibility in deserving that. For some strange reason, you thought you could be independent and I was still going to provide and protect you. You thought you could be around here talking about how you don't need no man. and I was going to force you to need me? You thought you was going to be around here talking about how you so far above me, how you got all the money, how I ain't got no money. Isn't it funny how you have this woman who's saying, I could provide for myself. I could do everything for myself. And then she spent a whole rant, man, talking about, man, how men ain't taking care of the women they sleep with. You wanted to be independent. Well, guess what? Now your ass is independent. Deal with it. Accept the consequences of your decision to be independent. No one forced you to be independent. You did it on your own. You said, I don't need no man. We didn't say, you know what? You don't need no man. You could just go on your own. You don't need no man. We didn't tell you that. How in the hell are we responsible for something you decided to do on your own? You decided to be independent. And then you woke up one day and realized, well, damn, I really am independent. Well, wait a minute. I'm still having sex with these guys. But then those same guys, every time they try to build a relationship with you, you shun them. Every time they try to build something more, every time they try to build you into the type of relationship that where they will provide for you, you shun that. You wanted to keep it all sex. Well, guess what? We don't pay for sex that we already had for free. No, man, even Tricks don't do that. If you give a Trick some sex for free, he's not going to pay you for it on the back end. And furthermore, at least with the sugar babies, they at least know how to play their role. Got a great piece of content coming up for y'all on that too. But what we're talking about here, man, is women who blame men for the recent uptick in women who have decided to take their lives into their own hands. You didn't take your life into your own hand because men shunned you. You took your life to your own hand because over the years you have told me I could take my life into my own hands. I can carry myself. I can carry myself. You don't get to carry yourself. And then tell a man, I'm independent. I don't need you. But if you're going to be in my life, you're going to take care of me. You don't have that type of value. You know what? The same thing that happened with GameStop. There's a similarity between independent women and the GameStop stock that just blasted off and then fell. People lost fortunes on it, man. There's some guys who lost it all on a stock that blasted off and then came back to earth. There's a couple of other things that guys are running around scrambling on right now that are going to burst a few bubbles in the near future. When you overvalue your stock, you pay too much for it. And you buy too much of it. And you have too much confidence in its ability to keep growing or either stabilizing but not falling off a cliff. When it falls off a cliff and you weren't able to short sell or do anything, you're in trouble. You just lost a fortune. Same thing that happens with women who overvalue themselves. So you overvalued yourself. You thought you had the type of power. I don't know why, but you thought you had the type of power where you can tell a man, I don't want to be with you in a relationship because I'm strong and independent and I don't need you. But if you're going to be with me, you're going to take care of me anyway. That's what you thought. But now you're realizing because of certain spaces giving men of all races certain pertinent information on how to deal with women from a position of power. Now the chickens have come home to roost. And this thing that other races would never allow their women to be single, independent women or have to fend for themselves. You're right. Because other races of women would not get out there and say, I'm a survivor. I'm independent, Miss Independent. I can do it all by myself. I can handle it all by myself. I don't need no man. I don't need that because those women understand that generational wealth is built through families. It's not built through independent women. Independent women don't build generational wealth. You ain't Oprah Winfrey. What you talking about? Independent women don't build generational wealth. And the generational wealth that's left for your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-great-grandchildren throughout the generations is built through families. Those women don't do this stupid foolishness that you do, talking about how you don't need no man. Do you notice that you rarely hear white women, Hispanic women, other women use the term feminist? You never seen a show called White Girls Rock, Hispanic Girls Rock, Asian Girls Rock. You never see those women bragging about their level of education. You get out there on Front Street, and every chance you get, you try to blast off on the brothers. Well, I make more money than you, and I'm more educated than you. We are the most educated group on the planet. Okay, take your education and fend for yourself, and start worrying about how come you ain't getting provided and protected for. Have you provided for and protected? You provide and protect yourself, right? You provide for and protect yourself. That's what you say. Independence means that you don't need no man to provide for you and protect you. That's what independence means. You don't ever hear us talking about we independent. We say we get into the money. We call ourselves bosses. We become bosses. We become self-sufficient in business, but we make sure that we verify and clarify that we are independent financially. We are financially free. We always say financial freedom. We never say I'm Mr. Independent. We say I'm financially free because we know, unless you're one of those guys that goes monk for life. Moment of silence for those guys, masculinity. Unless you're one of those guys who goes monk for life, man, let me tell you, man, you need you some tender cake, man. Need you some tender cake. Coach Dub, I see you in here, man. You need you some tender cake. At least sometime you need you some tender cake, man. I know I do. I ain't gonna sit and tell you I don't. I ain't gonna sit and tell you I don't never need no tender cake. Tender cake is not for me. I ain't gonna tell you that. Bill Medlock, appreciate $2 super chat. They why relationships are dead in this world. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sonny Bravo, what's up, SB? Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Salute to the Alpha Sphere. Salute to you, bro. Y'all go check out Sonny B channel, man. Sonny B got a live channel over there, man. Live channel. Great content over there, man. So when you really think about it, brothers, when other races would never allow their women to be, other races would never allow their women. Yes, they would. Other races would, if other races of women acted the way and talked the way about their men that you do, yes, those men would shun them. Those men would cut them off completely. All those women would be on welfare. All of them. They cut them out of education and everything. We simply just said, okay, you want to be Miss Independent? Okay, fine. We just put the Neo song. She's got her own thing. That's why I love her. We just let you do your own thing. We let you do that. Now all of a sudden, when chickens come home to roost, ooh, this independent thing is hard when you really got to be independent. When you really, really got to not have no man to depend on at all. Woo, this is hard. Yeah, you should have thought about that before you went to doing this. Same thing she doing in this video, all this jaw jacking. You should have thought about that before you did all that. Yes, being independent is hard, isn't it? Because this is a man's world. That's just what it is. Now, a submissive, supportive woman makes it better. I'll admit that. A submissive, supportive, feminine, freaky woman certainly makes it better for you. But this is a man's world. It's going to be that way until all of us die. I don't know what's going to happen in generations to come, but right now, this is a man's world. And claiming your independence from it means that it's the same way the United States claimed their independence from Great Britain. When you claim your independence, you are telling whoever you're claiming your freedom from that I don't need you, I don't want you, get away from me, don't say a word, don't do nothing, I don't need nothing from you, I ain't gonna ask you for nothing, don't offer me nothing. That's what independence means. See, independence has a meaning. It means that I'm cutting off all support to and from you because I don't need it. That's what it means. So how do you claim this independence and then turn around and say, well, it's men's fault that we're independent? No, it's men's fault. I won't say fault. It's men's doing that you are now actually having to live up to that independence, which you never could. You could never live up to this independent thing. You thought you were independent because you still had simps who would still take care of you, even though you were claiming independence. But after those simps ended up having to go through those divorces, after those simps having to end up going through all that child support, after those simps end up having to go through all of these things where they're taking care of children that weren't theirs, or they having to fight men over you, or men trying to fight them over you. You know what those simps said? Those simps finally said, brothers, help me. How do I stop being a simp? And they found the information that stopped them from being a simp. So now the supply of simps has been cut drastically. There aren't enough simps to go around. And the rest of us masculine alpha kings wouldn't dare give our time and energy to a woman who claims she's independent at all. Honestly, brothers, I don't even want a woman with an education anymore. You know, I'm to the point now, brothers, where I am open to allowing a virgin to come into my life, bro. I'm open to it. I'm open to having some virgin energy, man, some innocent energy, some not quite caught up in society energy, man. Some, it's probably gonna be some no speaking on English or broken English or accent English or something, man. Like I'm to the point now, bro, where I'm open to having a woman who has kept herself away from men, whether it was because she from a patriarchal society that demanded she be that way, which is probably what it's going to be, or whether that's just the way God shielded her from it because he was preserving her for me. Whatever that woman has to go through in order to be that, I'm open to that. I've always been open to that, to be perfectly honest with you. But I will not deal with an independent woman in any kind of way. If she says anything about being independent or feminist, man, I don't even have no conversation with her. There's no value she can have that's valuable enough for me to deal with a woman who thinks, I do say thinks she's independent, because there are no independent women in the world. There never was. They thought they were independent. You are not independent. You can't be. Hell, I can't even be independent. Only way you can be independent is to fall off the grid. And obviously, we're not off the grid. We're all congregated here in the alpha sphere. You can't be off the grid if you're active on social media. So none of us is truly independent. But as men, we're logical. So we know the illogic in claiming independence. They don't know that. They claim to be independent. Another thing, man, when she says, and this is, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is something they say just to try to get a rise out of us. The black man treats us worse than any other man. No, we don't. The black man was the man who allowed you to run over him, treat him like a scrub, still try to treat you like a wife. The black man was the man who jumped in, took care of the other man's child, those other men's children in your life. The black man was the man who went to work every day while you went on out there to get your degrees. You know, the degrees that you got that made you think you independent? That was a black man you was with that was supporting you through that. I bet it wasn't no other man. It's a black man supporting you through that. It's a black man let you cry on his shoulder when you came out of those abusive relationships you've been in. When you had that breakdown with your family, where you had a falling out with your family. Where your baby dad tried to take you to court and get custody of your child. It's a black man that's supporting you when your mama passed. Nursing you back to spiritual wellness and emotional health, wellness, mental wellness. It's a black man that with you, standing up taking pictures of you while you walking that when you walk across that stage with that cap and gown on to get that first degree. And then kept taking care of the bills while you were getting that second degree. It's the black man who kept chasing you when you kept acting like you was too good to be with him. Still whining and dining you. Still trying to create an environment with you, a relationship environment with you that you kept shunning. That was a black man you talking about. But we treat you worse? We abandon you? No. We accepted you for who you want to be. What we've done is what no other race of men would do. Instead of destroying you and your independence, we just finally accepted you and your independence. If you want to be independent, who am I to stand in your way? Who am I to say, no, you can't be independent? I won't let you do it. I'll continue to wine and dine and chase you and try to make you accept my offerings of the world. I'll give you the world. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world and all that you wish for and even more. 'Cause girl, I love you more than you could know. And that's for sure. I'll give you all of that. We stop being after 7 men and we start being Mark Morrison men. It's the return of the Mac. We stop being that. We start being Too Short men. I'm a player and I'm playing just too good. We start being that. We start being Snoop Dogg men. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. We stop being that guy and decided that we're going to do what no other men on the planet would do. We're going to stop interfering with the progress of our women who want to be independent. We're going to step back and let you be independent. We're going to fall back and say, okay, since you don't want to be my woman, okay, my sister, you want to be independent? I will stop getting in your way. I want you to be able to really, really put your best effort into being independent. But you can't do that when I'm enabling you to be dependent. I don't want to enable you to be dependent. I want to disable your ability to use me to not be independent. Let me help you be an independent woman. Let me help you be an independent woman. That's all I want to do. Let me help you, baby girl. Let me help you be independent. That's all I want to do. I want to see you be your best self. And if you believe your best self is being independent, let me help you do that. Like, let me help you be independent. I don't want to stand in your way anymore. I don't want to try to force you to accept my love. I don't want to try to force you to accept my provision. I don't want to force you to accept my protection. I want you to be who you want to be. That's all I want for you. And now that I've given you what you've been asking for all of these years, you've been asking for your independence all of these years. Now suddenly I'm the bad guy because I give you what you asked for. You are ungrateful. You are inconsiderate. You are selfish to even behave that way and act as if I'm doing you wrong when I'm doing you right. I'm loving you enough to let you go and do your thing. And like Teddy Pendergrass said, I can't love you if you don't love me back. It's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. But since you ain't gonna love me back, I gotta let you go and do your own thing. You should be happy. You should love me more. Now, you should appreciate me more because I've let you do your own thing. So you can't blame men for women not being able to rely on the men they're intimately involved with She can't even call a man to shovel snow. Well, if she had a man, she could call him. Of course, a man you sleeping with, your sex is not valuable enough for me to come and snow. You think I'm finna come out in the cold, take a chance on wrecking my car to come over there and shovel your snow when all I get from you is sex? Your sex has no value. The more you use it, the more you lose it. They always say if you don't use it, you lose it. Well, guess what? When it comes to value, the more you use it, the more you lose it. Of course, you can't get a man to come over there. You ain't got no man. You just got people you have sex with. See, if you want a man, then you got to be his woman. You can't be his sex partner. If you want the benefits of having a man, then you got to be his woman. I'm not going to treat you like you my woman and you ain't. Same way you ain't going to treat me like your man if I ain't. Why would I do such a thing? It makes no sense. You can't get no help paying your bills, paying your rent. Why would I help you pay your rent? I don't live there. I'm going to pay rent somewhere I don't live? Come on. I ain't even got to live there. But if I ain't got no key to come and go whenever I please, and I listen, it'd be enough of my stuff in the closet where it look like I live there. If I ain't got I'm not paying rent on nothing. I ain't got every day, all day access to. You must be crazy. Why would I help you pay your rent? And I got to knock on the door when I come. I'm a visitor. I don't pay rent where I'm visiting. You want me to give you a small fee before I leave? Because that's what it sounds like she's insinuating. I give you a small fee before I leave. I pay a nominal fee every night before I leave. At least a month on the dresser in the morning if that's what you want me to do. But then at that point, you got to establish that from the beginning. You got to establish that from the beginning. Another thing, man. In essence, what she's saying is that women should be able to sell their intimate favors for money. That's basically what it is. Any woman, she basically said out of her own mouth, any woman who's sleeping with a man should be able to call that man for help. She believes that if you're sleeping with a man, you should get provision and protection. She has minimized the benefits of being a wife to being your just dessert for being a woman who sleeps around with multiple men. So basically what she's saying, instead of having to be with one man and provide a certain energy to him to get protection and provision, she should be able to sleep with many men and get protection and provision. Not protection, provision from all of those men. Let me tell you something. Prostitution is not the solution. Prostitution is not the solution. There are sites for that. Get yourself together, get you a trainer, get yourself cute, go on Seeking Arrangements. Curate your OnlyFans account. You got to understand the days of playing like you independent, talking that independent talk. That independent talk is just a way to deflect from the responsibility of dealing with a man from a feminine perspective. That's all it is. I ain't got to submit to no man. I'm independent. No, you're not. You think you are. But men are no longer chasing that. Men are no longer trying to chase an independent woman and make her not be independent. Give her a reason to not be. You ain't got to be independent. You ain't got to do it all, baby. You can depend on me. You can depend on me. Whatever you want. Girl, you know I can provide whatever you need. Call 632-2135. Now maybe I would drive right over and show you my new ride. I'll take you shopping out on the town with that make you feel your best. I go out of my way to make sure you have everything. I want to be the one who will always be there to give you whatever you want. That's what you want. Those days are gone. Tone don't even make music no more. Neo don't even make music no more. Joe don't even make music no more. Baby, I want to do all of the things you make. He don't even make music no more. Only music he makes is the Power theme song. They say this is a big rich town. That's all we know from Joe. Cats don't even make those type of songs no more. When cats stopped making those type of songs, you should have knew then that men were opting out of the whole you can be independent and I'm gonna treat you like my wife. I'm not. I'm not, baby girl. I'm not. You can't get that from me, shawty. You can't and you won't. Got a couple super chats over here, man. Man, I got quite a few. I think SB was the last one I saw. Again, man, y'all check out Sonny Bravo channel, man. Roscoe, appreciate the $5 super chat. This is why we must keep grinding and building our kingdoms. Too many men are running down sex and relying on women to meet their basic needs. Exactly, man. Exactly. Bill Medlock, appreciate $2 super chat. Alpha music is nice. Women should give it a listen. They should, bro. They should. C. Rob, appreciate the $5 super chat. Let them so-called independent women alone in their misery. I have no sympathy at all for these type bras. Salute, Dr. BOA. You and me both, man. No, there's no. I can't sympathize with you when you chose to be this way. Jermaine Young, appreciate the $5 Canuck buck. Doc on one night. Keep firing. Salute to you, man. Mill J, appreciate the $5 super chat. Can you leave this one up for a minute, Doc? Just not catching it live on break. Got to head back in a few. Yeah. I'll leave it up, man. I'll probably leave it up till in the morning, man. David Fitzgerald, man, appreciate the $5 super chat, Fitz. I appreciate the night prescription, and so should they. Real talk, Fitz. Real talk. Ammo Shock Truth, what's good, bro? Appreciate the $20 super chat. Women always want it both ways. Real talk, man. They always want it both ways, man. They always want it both ways. They always want it both ways, man. And, you know, the reality of the situation is nothing in life is like that. You can't have it both ways. You can't be a champion boxer, but you don't train. Just as Adrian Broner. You can't not train and go hang out and do all type of crazy things before a fight and think you're going to be a championship boxer. You're not. You can't. You're not going to be an NFL Super Bowl champion quarterback at 43 years old if you don't take extra care of your physicality and your mental. You have to. You have to take care of those things in a very specific and coordinated way, a focused way. There are many things that you can't do in this life if you don't focus, and nothing goes both ways. There are two sides to every coin, but when you flip that coin and land, it's always going to be on one side. You ain't going to never find a coin that land on heads and tails. Even a two-headed coin is not going to land on heads and tails at the same time. It can only land on heads. You understand? Every coin is going to land on one side every time you flip it. In order to make it land on the other side, you got to flip it again. That's just not realistic. That's not life. And when she says that women need men to, she can't rely on men to secure her, she ain't got no man. If she's just sleeping around with men, she ain't got no man. You got to have a man in order to be secured. You got to have a man in order to be provided for. You got to, matter of fact, let's rephrase that. You got to have a husband in order to be provided for. You got to have a husband in order to be provided for, protected, secured. If you don't have a husband, you don't have the luxury of demanding those things. They're not your right. Or, shall I say, privilege. Only a wife has those privileges. And since this woman right here was a wife and decided that that's not the life she wanted, I don't even know why she's speaking on it. She has no experience in being the type of woman that a man wants to protect and provide for. And that's just real. So, man, we ain't gonna stay in here too long, man. We didn't hit our cap, man. By the hour, we've been in this joint. About a good hour, man. I just what we've done, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. It's been real in the field. Sneak attack tonight, man. Y'all didn't know this one was coming, but we will be on with our regular show tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming in the joint, man. I appreciate all the support, man, on the channel, man. I appreciate all the support on the King Ray Ray channel, man. Got a 5 drop on the King Ray Ray channel coming tomorrow as well, man. So y'all be looking for that.
Patreon gang, man. Hey, listen, got a nice bit of content coming up for y'all. Now, I want y'all to know, man, the live streams did hit last week. I put those up. I just didn't get around to the short run content, but we got to. We're still gonna do the lives this week, man. But we're gonna double up on the short run content, man. So I'm gonna give y'all gonna have quite a few pieces of content to absorb over there, man. It's been real in the field, man. Salute to my brothers in the building, man. Flam's in the building, man. Always working the wrench, man. Always. I appreciate the brother, man. I appreciate the brothers coming through, man, with the super chats and support, man. We're gonna go head on out of here, man. Hey, man, y'all keep grinding and growing. Put God first, man. We're going to do our thing, man. We're going to keep building. And we're going to keep avoiding, women who talk like this, bro, because this ain't what you need, man. Let's get ready to head on out of here, man. Y'all put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Peace.
Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. All we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all. A woman does have value, but you can't overvalue her and convince yourself that she brings more value to your life than you bring to hers. Just the protection and provision is more than a woman can ever make up for, man. So I'm not saying don't give her props for what she does, but damn sure never make her feel like she's more important to you than you are to her, because it's just a figment of your imagination. She knows the truth, so you have to understand the truth as well. This is called the abundance mindset. There's nothing she can give you that you can't give yourself, besides a baby. And do you really want one of those right now? Nope.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
You see, the main thing that men let women slide with is shut-uppiness and obedience. Now, when you use the term obedience with a woman, she automatically relates that to being a slave. But slaves aren't obedient. Obedience is a choice. Slaves either do it or die. Shut-uppiness is another thing that women have a problem with. It doesn't mean you can't talk. It means that you can't talk when I'm talking. It means that when we're talking about things that I do as the man, you don't have an opinion on those things, because I make decisions based on facts, not opinions, not even my own opinions, and most certainly not yours.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto.